We are about ready to do something that we haven't done in months. We're taking that guy out for an actual trip into Tucson. We're gonna stay in it for 3 days at the Pima County Fairgrounds. So this will be interesting. Let's give it a try again. It's been way too long.
Remember this? Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Good girl.
All right, we've gotten out of the property. We're ready to go. We're ready to go.
We're ready to go.
As ready as we're ever gonna be.
Woo.
This will be fun. This will be fun.
It has been a long time since I've been in this position, but we just arrived at the Pima County Fairgrounds and Courtney is checking us in now. It's not completely full, maybe 75% full looks like, but this is a huge place, lots of different camping options here, which is why we like to come here. It's not the best campground in the world, but it's full hookups and there's so many places to park. They have a big campground, so it's a good option.
They'll be showing us where we're going. I think we're over here again.
All right, we have arrived. Let's unhitch.
All right, come on, Penny. Come on. Come on, bud. Yeah, you remember this? Huh? You can't jump as good anymore, can you, bud?
So part of why we're doing this is to make sure that everything's still working, like the compressor on the heat pump / AC, the water pump, which was acting kind of finicky. So I'm gonna fill up the fresh water, make sure the water pump works, then I will just plug this into city water and we'll just run off of that for the rest of the time. Then we'll plug in electric, see if our compressor still works and all that good stuff, because things have been sitting for a while. So crossing my fingers, hopefully things work. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
I forgot about the paper towels coming undone
yeah.
as we drove, so I'm slowly but surely saving our half a roll of paper towels.
See, it's not all fun and games when you're in an RV. You don't think about these things, but they happen. They happen even to experienced folk like us, who haven't been doing this for the past year and a half.
Yeah.
All right, the freshwater tank is being filled up so we can test the water pump. And we have the power, so let's see if that compressor kicks on.
All right. So,
So the first thing that starts is just the fan before the AC kicks on. But then you hear that deep rumble. That's when the compressor kicks on, and that's what actually delivers the hot air or the cold air, depending on what mode you have it on. We set ours at AC, so if the compressor's working, once it kicks on, we should be getting some cold air out of there.
it just kicked on.
It just kicked on.
It feels cold, but it's hard to tell because it's not that
It's
hot
already
out.
cold out.
I know.
Well, 50s.
We may have to try the heat pump to see if that works.
Well, unfortunately, we are over 2. Compressor does kick on, but it delivers neither cold air nor warm air. And the water pump doesn't even try to work, even with water in our freshwater tank. So that's the story of RVing, just fixing stuff. But luckily, once we're plugged in, the water works, obviously. And it's not supposed to get all that cold over the next couple of days, so we shouldn't need the heat pump at night. Might get a little warm on Monday, though, so we'll see what happens.
We've boondocked in worse.
Yes. It's certainly been worse. It's certainly been worse. But that was also the point of this trip, to figure out what's working and what isn't, so we have a pretty good idea now.
What do you think, Penny? Huh? Want some water?
Want some wine?
Come here.
What's this? There's water. There's Penny's water. You gonna hide under the table? Okay, you can hide under the table.
Somebody hasn't been camping lately.
What's this? It's also her first time camping without Patty, and it's weird, huh? Mama has water. Look. I know there's a truck. There's water. You have to be thirsty after all that panting. No?
One of the major benefits of camping in a city like this is because you get internet. Like 27, I got 27 down. Down where we are in Cochise County, I would be lucky if I saw 10. Lucky if I saw 10, which is why we're really looking forward to Starlink or some type of satellite internet. So I will enjoy the internet while we're here, that's for sure. What about you? Will you enjoy the internet?
It won't make a huge difference to me.
No, for you don't really care. It's okay.
I will enjoy the fact that we get to do all of our city errands without having to drive an hour and a half plus each way.
That's right.
So this Airstream is going to be full
Of stuff.
of groceries and booze and all sorts of stuff.
And we have assumed our positions. Courtney on the couch over there. As you can see, I actually went to the trouble of bringing an external monitor because we're going to be here for a few days. And it's easier than just using that little thing. As you can see, I'm putting together the video that you're watching right now. Yeah, here she is. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to pick up an evap cooler while we're here in Tucson, assuming the AC doesn't work, which I don't think it does. We want an evap cooler for the house down in Cochise County anyway, so we might as well just pick it up now. We can plug it in and test it, and it'll be, I think that'll be good for the 90-degree day on Monday to try out a new evap cooler.
It should be fine. And it's still getting plenty cool at night, so we'll sleep fine.
50s, like low 50s at night.
Yeah, so we're
that's
fine.
perfect.
We're fine, but we will have to figure out getting a bunch of stuff fixed before we can take another trip, which is the point of doing this trip, because we couldn't tell without plugging in and having power and water and all that. So
as with anything in life, nothing's going to be perfect, but as long as you have your life and limbs, we have more than one limb. Like I have more than one arm. I'm using an arm to hold the camera.
okay, stop.
I have another arm on this side. As long as you have life and limbs, things could be worse.
Hi, bud. Hi, Penny.
Water! Don't fall. There we go.
Before?
After.
More before?
And after. We did some running around this morning. We went to Home Depot to pick up the evap cooler I told you about earlier. We're going to try that tomorrow. We also went to Trader Joe's, one of our favorite places. Stocked up on a few things. May have hit Total Wine for some booze as well.
Tomorrow's Costco.
Tomorrow is Costco.
Look at that treat. Yeah, you like those?
Yeah. We just got back from taking Penny to the vet. Had some x-rays, just general stuff done. All looks good. So now we're going to leave again to go to Costco. but it's going to be about 90 degrees today, so we're going to test out the evap cooler so it's not so hot for Penny and us and Penny. Right. Yeah. All right. Let's break into this. Good. Is it cool?
It's cool, yeah.
Oh yeah. That's nice. So the thing with evaporative coolers is you need to run them in a well-ventilated area because it sucks air in from behind, and if there's no ventilation, it's actually just going to wind up humidifying the room that you want to cool down, and it's actually going to make it worse. And this Airstream is ventilated to a fault. It is overly ventilated. It leaks like a sieve, and I'm talking about air. So I don't think we're going to have a problem with ventilation. We're going to have a window open in the back, which is where the air is blowing towards, and then a couple of windows open in the front, and that's going to provide enough ventilation, I think, to cool this place off and not just humidify it. Yeah.
Yay!
It feels nice.
It does feel really nice.
It blows right through the Airstream.
I think Penny will like it.
Yep. She's probably feeling it right here. You feeling the cool air, bud? Yeah? Okay, let's go to Costco and then get back. We might leave for dinner later, I don't know. But we need to spend time with Penny, so the sooner we leave, the sooner we get back. And we may have picked up some Taco Bell.
The vet appointment took an hour and a half. I'm hungry.
I understand. And I got an EG.
We love the RVing community, as you guys know, and we have not been out enough in it lately. But we were just walking Penny here around the fairgrounds, and we met Virginia and Steve, who were super sweet. And
He has the best name, by the way.
He does have a very good name. And they gifted us this really cool wine, where apparently you go to this app, and the guy on the thing will talk to you and tell you his crime. Because it's 19 Crimes wine. We're going to have to try this out. Thank you guys so much. You really made this so much better. We were talking about it afterwards, and just like, it's just so much fun when you meet people and you have that conversation, and yeah. So thanks again, guys.
The one and only night we get to have a happy hour because we've been so busy the other two.
Very true.
But it's a lovely evening.
It's gorgeous. It was hot today, but the clouds rolled in, and now we're getting a bit of a sunset.
Yeah. Like I said before, this isn't necessarily the nicest campground, but it's full hookups and it's relatively cheap. So it's good for a weekender kind of stay for us.
Or like if you wanted to be cheap if you wanted to not spend on camping, but you wanted full hookups,
Yes.
you could do a lot worse than this.
Yep.
Is there a Penny?
Uh-oh. Hi, bud. All right, we're going to say goodnight for now. We're
Good
heading
night.
back
Tomorrow. And then we have to figure out what we're going to do about the broken water pump and AC. But it was still a good trip. Bye, guys.